Hi guys, this is Book Looms, and today we are going to be making Mal from the movie Descendants in her coronation outfit. And this is what she will look like when we are finished. Just like this. So let me tell you the things that you will need for the project today. So I've written it down on a post-it note, and you will need your Rainbow Loom jelly bands, your Rainbow Loom regular purple bands, your Rainbow Loom skin tone bands. You'll need 2 small pony beads that you can slide onto a single skin tone band. You will need your Rainbow Loom hook and a holding hook. I recommend that you use a larger crochet hook like this because we will have a few different parts to hold while we are working on the loom. And of course, you will need your Rainbow Loom. And you will want your loom, before we begin, you will want your loom in the staggered configuration, just like this. And today I am using all of the official Rainbow Loom bands. So I have the purple jelly, I said jelly purple, but purple jelly bands like this. And then I also have just the opaque purple, the regular ones. And then I also have from the mixed skin tone pack, I have some skin tone bands. So before we start, I just want to show you the things that we're going to be making off of the loom, just so I didn't forget everything. I wrote it down. So we're going to be making her arms. We're going to be making her hair piece at the end, which is just a little bun. We'll be making her dress ruffles, and we will be making 12 of these. And then you will need 2 neck extensions. So for her dress ruffles, as you can see in this doll right here, I just used 1 shade of purple. Because I am running out of the jelly purple, which is what I was planning on using for her dress today, I think that I'm going to alternate between the jelly purple and the opaque purple. But you can just make yours 1 shade. But whenever we lay the bands on the loom or make a piece, I'll show you what it would be on this doll. So please gather your supplies and we will begin. Let's start by making Mal's arms. So we're going to be taking double skin tone bands. So each time we do this, we will be placing 2 bands on our loom at once. So we are just going to place them like that. And we're going to go down 4 times. Oops. So this is 2. 3. 4. So you should have something that looks like this. And now on the other side, we're going to do the same exact thing. So we'll just move our loom like this. And we're going to do the same thing. So 1, 2, 3, 'So we have 3 right here, and now we're just going to add 1 more. And this will be 4. And now that we have 4, just like this, we're going to push these 2 sets of bands down. And we're going to take a single band, and we're going to wrap it around 5 times. And if you can't get 5 times, 4 times is good as well. But I'm using the Rainbow Loom bands, and they are usually stretchy enough so we can wrap it around 5 times. So now you're going to take your hook And we're going to go in, grab the bottom bands, and loop forward all the way up. And now we'll do the other side. And now we'll loop the other side. So that was one side, and now we will go in and we will loop the other side. Just like this. And now you can take your holding hook and we're going to take it off of the loom. So now I've taken the arms off of the loom and I placed them on my holding hook. Okay, so now we're going to be making the neck extension, and this is what it will be on your doll. These two pieces right here. So this one and this one. So today I'm going to be using the jelly bands, the jelly purple, and this is what it will look like. So we're going to make one together, and then please pause the video and you'll make another one by yourself. So I'm going to put this on my holding hook and then we'll make one. So you will want to use right now whichever color you are using for this part and this part, and I'm using the jelly purple. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to take my bands. So I have my hook right here, and I'm going to take one band and I'm going to wrap it around 3 times, just like this. So now what I'm going to do is I will take 2 more bands like this, and I'll pull them over. So we have this on our hook. And now I'm going to take just 2 more bands like this, and I'm going to pull just these 2 bands right here over. So now we have 3 loops on our hook. So just like this. And now I'm going to take what I have on my hook, I'm going to take it off, and I'm going to place it the opposite way. So all I did was I took off the bands and I placed them like this. So now we're going to take 2 more bands just like this, and we're just going to pull these bands over just like this. So now we have 2 little loops of 2 on our hook, and now we'll take 2 more bands and pull everything through. So we have our 2 more bands like this, and now everything is pulled over. So please pause your video and make another one, and I will see you when you are done. Okay, so now we are going to start working on Mal's body, and for this next part of the video right now, you will need your hair color bands, your skin color bands, and you will also need your 2 little pony beads slid onto one band. And if you don't have the little pony beads, you could just use some wrapped bands. So right now, we're going to start by laying our bands for the hair color. And that, on this doll right here, our sample doll, this will be this purple right here. But I am going to be using just the regular purple, not the jelly purple for today. So let's get started. So what we're going to want to do is we're using double bands. So we're going to place double bands here. Then we're going to push them down a little bit. And we'll place double bands here. And now we'll go down on either side. So double. Double, just like this. And now you'll want another set of double purple bands right here. Just like this. So now we're going to start wanting to work with our skin color bands. So once again, double bands. And now 2 sets of double bands going down. Just like this. And now we will want to place 2 sets of double bands here and 2 sets of double bands here. So this is what our face will look like, just like this. And now what we'll want to do is we'll want to place on our little small pony beads, and we're going to place them right here. So we have something that looks like this. And now what you can do to give the eyes a little bit more space is you can lift this band up. And I learned that from our Loom's creations. So just like this. So now what we want to do is we want to start laying our layout for her body. And don't worry, we will make her hair extension at the end of the video. So what we want to do now is we want to lay 2 double skin color bands right here for the neck. And then what we want to do is we want to add 2 more sets of double skin color bands going to the right and then to the left. Just like this. And now what we want to do is we want to start laying our purple bands. So what we can do is we're going to start laying our purple bands. Before we lay the ruffles on the dress, we have to lay down some purple bands. You will not really see this color of the bands except in the back of the dress. And that will also be this color coming down, but the color you see here is mostly with the ruffles. So I suggest using a color that you have a lot of, and I will be alternating which colors I use for the ruffles today. So I am just going to be using this regular purple, and then when we do the ruffles, I will use the jelly purple. So what you are going to want to do is, it's basically just like a triple single bracelet, sort of. So we're just going to start laying the double purple bands. And we're going to do this all the way to the end of the loom. So once you get to here, which is the second to last peg from the loom, on the loom, you are going to want to take your double bands and go in on either side. So just like this. So just to review, this is what our loom should look like so far. And now we can start the fun part, which is adding the ruffles. Let's start by making our first ruffle. Today for the ruffles, I am going to be alternating between the jelly purple and the regular purple that you just saw me use for the body. And this is just to save my bands because I am running out of the jelly purple, so I don't want to do the whole video and then run out. So I'm going to show you how to make the ruffles a couple times, and then I might not show you on camera each time, but I'll show you where they go on your doll. So you're going to want to start with double bands, just like this. So you're going to want to take your hook and you're just going to want to place the double bands once around, just like this. And I'm sorry that my camera is having a hard time focusing today, but it's just around your hook once, like that. And then we can do the same thing, and we're going to take another double bands, wrap it around our hook once, just like this. So now we have something that looks like this. So what we can do is we're going to take two more jelly purple, or whichever purple you're using for your ruffle, and we have this like this, and we have our two more bands like this, and we will just slide our ruffles onto the band. And you could always do three doubled over bands like this, but just for the sake of time and for the video, I'll be doing two. So now I'll show you how to where to put it on your loom. So I have my loom right here, and we are going to count down 4 pegs from the arm. So yep, so I just had to check with my pattern just to make sure. 1, 2, 3, 4. This is where you'll put your first ruffle. And we'll place one end here and one end here, just like this. And now you'll make another one for the other side. So like I said, I'm going to alternate, but for this one, I'm going to use the jelly purple. So hopefully this will be clearer this time, I hope. So we're going to take our 2 bands, double them over once like that. And now we're going to take our 2 bands, double them over again like that. And we will take 2 more jelly purple. And we will pull it through. And this is what your ruffle will look like. So we are going to go back to where we were on our loom, and the 4th peg down, and we're going to place it just like that. So now I'll show you what I mean by what I say I'm going to alternate. So for the next ruffle, what I'm going to do is I am going to use the light purple. So what I'm going to do is I'll take my 2 bands, wrap them around once, and I will take 2 more bands, wrap them around again like this, and now I'll take 2 more light purple bands, just like this. And I'm going to place it just directly 1 peg down. And this is what we'll be doing for the rest of the way down the loom. So you'll have something that looks like this so far. And now I'll do the same exact thing, and I will put it on my loom. So now let's make another ruffle. So we'll take the 2 bands, wrap them around once. Take 2 more bands, wrap them around, just like this. And we will pull these bands through like this. And we will take our loom now, and we will place our ruffle right here. So now you guys know how to make the ruffles, and we're going to continue that down the loom. I'm not going to show you how to make more ruffles just for the sake of time, but I will show you where I am putting them on my loom. So I'm going to make my ruffles, and I'll put them on my loom, and you can follow along. And remember, you could always pause or rewind if I'm going too fast for you. So now our next ruffle is going to go from here to here. And like I said, I'm alternating between the dark and the light purple. So you can do that, or you could do whatever you please. You could always make it one color like I did before. So just like this. So my next ruffle is going to be light purple, and this is what my loom looks like so far. I'll zoom out a little bit so you can see. So this is what my loom looks like so far, and now my next ruffle is going to be purple. So, light purple, I'm sorry. It's going to go from here to here, like this. Right here. And now we're going to do the same on the other side. And this ruffle is going to go here. Just like this. And now we just have to make one more ruffle. One more set of ruffles, I'm sorry. And we will be good to go. So now it's time to put on our last ruffle. And I am over here, and we're going to place it here. And now we are going to place this right here. So we don't need a ruffle from here to here. We're just going to put a cap band. So please take a color of whichever band you used for the bottom of your dress, and mine is light purple, and we're gonna make a little capping band. So I'm gonna go three or four times around on each side. Hopefully I can get 4 times, but if I can't, I'll just go 3. Okay, so now we're going to start looping, and we want to loop these bands into the center. So, let's see. So we are going to reach in underneath this cap band, pull the first 2 bands into the center, then reach in under this cap band. Oops. I accidentally reached for the cap band. So I'm going to want to just cap it again. I'll just do 3 times. Reach in. And it's okay if you grab one at a time. And you want to have something that looks like this. Before I forget, I want to put on the arms and the neck extension. So what you're going to do is you're going to take your neck extension off of your holding hook, and you are going to want to open it up like this. And let's see, you are going to want to place one end up here and one end here, just like this. And you're going to want to do the same on the other side. So you're going to want to place one end here and one end here, just like this. And then now we're going to want to put on the arms. So you're just going to want to take them off your hook and place it like this. And like I said, we will do the hair in a little bit. So now let's get back to looping, and let's see. We are going to want, let me make sure I'm on camera. Yes, I am. Awesome. We are going to want to reach in and just loop forwards. And now on the other side, reach in, loop forwards. Oops. Just like this. And now we're going to want to reach in all the way. This might be a little bit tricky. And you're just going to want to take these bands and loop them forwards. So I'm going to reach in all the way, grab the bottom bands, and I'm going to loop forwards, just like this. And now you're going to want to reach underneath those extensions and loop up. And do the same exact thing right here. All we're doing is just grabbing the bottom bands and looping forwards. And we're always going underneath that extension. Like this. And now we're going in through here. And now we can just loop forwards. Except please stop when you get to here. So just like this. And now we'll continue. You know what I forgot to do? I forgot to put on our capping bands up here. So please You know what? That doesn't matter as much. We are all good. We are just going to put on a capping band right here, but what I missed will not make much of a difference. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to take a single purple band, just like this. And we're going to wrap it around our hook once, just like this. And now what we'll do is we are going to stretch it in a triangle, just like this. And it might be tight. And now we'll do the same on the other side. Not on the other side, one peg below. So we'll just take our hook and wrap it around once. And we will just make, what we're gonna do, we're just gonna make a little adjustment. You'll just take these bands off, put this back on. If you don't get this, that is okay. It will not make much of a difference. But if you can do it, that's great. And this is actually an upside down triangle. But you know what? It will not make a difference. And if you didn't get that, it's gonna be okay too. Your creation should be fine. So I'm just gonna reach in and I'm gonna loop forwards. And now we will loop this and we'll loop these two forwards. Okay, just like this. And now we're going to want to go in underneath the arm right here, and we're going to want to grab this band and pull it into the center. Just like that. And now we'll want to do the same on the other side. So let's do that again. So we're going to reach in underneath everything and pull it into the center. And if you could not see that, this is what I did. Okay, awesome. So now we are actually going to make the hair. Because knowing me, I will forget and I'll feel awful about it. So let's make the hair. So I am going to be using just the regular purple bands. And this hair, I just want to warn you, it may not look exactly like our doll right here. Just because I forgot to take a picture of how I did the hair. Okay, so I think I figured the bun out. I paused the video and I tried to make it again, and when I made it, it looks pretty much like the one we have. Although it might not be identical, I think you'll like it. So we're going to take our hook and we're going to take 3 bands on our hook and we're going to wrap them around twice, just like this. And now we're going to take 2 bands to hold them, and we are going to take them and we're just gonna make a little chain. And then if you pull up, your bun will have like a fuller look to it, just like this. And now on our loom, to put it back on our loom, all we're gonna do is take it off of our hook, and it doesn't matter which side goes, but we're just gonna place it on the top like this. And as you can tell, it looks like a little bun. So now we'll continue with our looping, and I'll zoom in a bit. Okay, so now we have to get the neck, and this neck has a lot of bands attached to it, so don't feel bad if you don't get it the first time. I might not get it the first time. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go in through all the bands to get the neck band. Let's see if I can do it. So we're looking for the bottom 2 bands. So I've got one, and awesome, got the other one, just like this. And now we are going to get our, we are just going to loop okay. Just like this. And now we're going to go to the center like this. And now we're going to want to reach in underneath all the bands, including our neck extension, on both sides. And we're going to want to loop up. And you might want to just push this down so you have more space. And just get your little bun out of the way. So just like this. And just like this. So now that I've finished putting all of my bands on the loom and looping them, what I'm going to want to do is make a slip knot. So I've just stuck my hook down through all the bands, and I'm going to pull it through every single band and make sure, yes. And what I'm going to want to do is make the slip knot. And now this is holding the whole project together. So now we can carefully take our doll off of the loom. So here's what the Mal doll we made today looks like. I think that she turned out really cute. And this is what her bun looks like, so it doesn't really look all that different. So all I've done after taking her off the loom is I've just popped the ruffles through. And I've just tugged on her to make sure she looks like I want. And I hope you enjoyed making her with me today, because I enjoyed making her with you. And please, if you have any questions, please feel free to comment below. I would love to hear. And if you make her, please post her on Instagram. I would love to see as well. If you post her, I will probably repost it, and it would probably make my day. So anyway, I really hope you enjoyed making her with me today, and I hope you have a great day, and I will see you next time. And please consider subscribing. Bye guys, see you next time.